Alright, let's talk about the US national debt. It's a big one, a real chonker of a number that seems to just keep growing. Now, some folks are out there hawking blockchain as some kind of magic solution, like a digital fairy godmother ready to wave away all those trillions. Well, I'm not saying it's magic, but it's complicated. Blockchain technology has the potential to contribute to reducing national debt in several ways, although it is not a silver bullet. Here are some key points to consider. Think of it like this. Imagine the national debt as a giant messy pile of paperwork. Blockchain in this scenario is like getting a whole squadron of those little robot vacuum cleaners, the ones that map out your floor and scoot around sucking up all the crumbs. It's not going to magically make the mess disappear, but it could make it much easier to manage and maybe, just maybe, stop it from getting completely out of control. Over the next few minutes, we're diving into the world of blockchain and exploring how this technology could reshape how governments handle their finances, for better or worse. Buckle up, it's going to get weird. One of the biggest promises of blockchain is its potential to cut costs. Imagine, if you will, a world where you don't have to pay exorbitant fees to banks and other financial middlemen. That's part of what blockchain offers. See, traditional financial systems are like those old, rickety roller coasters. They're expensive to maintain, require a small army of operators, and there's always the risk of something going horribly wrong. Blockchain, on the other hand, is more like one of those newfangled magnetic levitation trains, efficient, streamlined, and potentially much cheaper to run. By cutting out the middlemen in financial transactions, governments could save a significant chunk of change, which they could then theoretically use to pay down the debt or, buy everyone in America a commemorative hat. I'm just spitballing here. We all know that transparency in government is about as common as a unicorn riding a Roomba through the halls of Congress. But with blockchain, we might actually have a shot at seeing where our tax dollars are going. Think of blockchain as a public ledger, but instead of being hidden away in some dusty government basement, it's accessible to everyone, all the time. Every transaction, every penny spent is recorded and verifiable. Now, whether politicians will be thrilled about this level of scrutiny is another matter entirely. I imagine it's a bit like asking a raccoon to wear a GoPro while it raids your trash and lightning, sure, but not something they're going to be too happy about. Remember those government bonds your grandparents used to get you for your birthday? Well, get ready for the 21st century version digital bonds powered by blockchain. These futuristic financial instruments could make it easier and cheaper for governments to borrow money. Plus, they could open up investing to a whole new generation of people who are more comfortable with clicking buttons than visiting a bank. It's like the difference between buying a vinyl record and streaming music online. One requires you to dust off an ancient record player, while the other just needs a smartphone and an internet connection. Look, I know what you're thinking, crypto? The same volatile digital currency that goes up and down more often than a roller coaster at a theme park? Well, yes, but it's not as crazy as it sounds. Cryptocurrencies could offer governments alternative ways to raise capital, potentially attracting investors who are looking for something a little different. Think of it like this. Imagine if instead of issuing traditional bonds, the US government decided to sell limited edition NFTs of the Declaration of Independence. It sounds ridiculous, but so did the internet once upon a time. Here's the thing about the crypto world. It's a bit of a free-for-all. Regulations are about as common as a sober night out in Las Vegas. And that lack of oversight can be a bit of a problem. It's like giving a bunch of toddlers a set of power tools. Sure, they might build something amazing, or they might accidentally launch themselves into orbit. It's exciting and terrifying all at the same time. Without proper regulation, the use of blockchain in managing national debt could lead to all sorts of unintended consequences, from market manipulation to outright fraud. It's the digital equivalent of letting a pack of wolves guard the henhouse. Integrating blockchain into our financial systems could introduce a whole new set of risks. What happens if the system crashes? What about hacks and vulnerabilities? It's like replacing the engine of your car while driving down the highway. Sure, the new engine might be more efficient, but there's a non-zero chance you'll end up driving off a cliff. We need to be very careful about how we integrate this technology, or we could end up creating a whole new set of problems while trying to solve the old ones. So can blockchain technology really save the US from its mountain of debt? The answer, as with most things in life, is complicated. While blockchain technology offers promising solutions, it is essential to approach its integration into national debt management with caution and robust regulatory frameworks. It's not a magic bullet, and it comes with its own set of risks and challenges. Is there a specific aspect of blockchain technology you're interested in exploring further? Let me know in the comments below, and maybe, just maybe, we can unravel this digital enigma together.